I've put together a list of 20 upcoming AAA games that could seriously shake up the entire industry. From epic sequels of legendary franchises to stunning new titles with photorealistic visuals, I've already added half of them to my wish list, and trust me, you'll want to do the same. Let's dive into the top most anticipated AAA games of 2025 and 2026.
Octrix Channel.
There's something truly special about Project Gray, a stunningly bold open-world action RPG that radiates passion from every pixel. Created by a single visionary developer from Korea known as Indie, this game transports you to the alien planet Asurma, where you embody a native blessed with mysterious powers from an ancient race called the Gray. From the first moments of its 16-minute prototype demo, the ambition is undeniable. You're leaping across cliffs with parkour, grappling through alien ruins, manipulating energy with kinesis, and engaging in crisp, tactical melee combat. The world breathes with an eerie beauty. Photorealistic landscapes sway under the wind. Grass ripples naturally, and lighting wraps everything in a cinematic glow. While still early in development, with animations and audio feeling raw, the foundation is already mesmerizing. There's no release window, no publisher, just raw creative energy. Welcome to a grim and dazzling Berlin of the future, bathed in neon shadows and soaked in secrets. Neo Berlin 2087 throws you into a cyber-noir odyssey where you step into the boots of Nolan, a detective torn between duty and heartbreak as he investigates the murder of the police chief and protects his missing daughter Natalie. It's a tale laced with justice, betrayal, and technological intrigue set in a city that never sleeps. The gameplay is flexible and immersive. Sneak through dark alleys with stealth, crack clues like a true investigator, or dive headfirst into intense shootouts, enhanced by a stylish slow-motion system that adds a slick edge reminiscent of Max Payne. Seamless camera switching between first and third-person perspectives, hacking systems, and richly detailed environments elevate the experience.
Maybe I can stop this city from falling into chaos.
Enter the crumbling chaos of Project LLL, an MMO that fuses third-person shooting with mythical and sci-fi spectacle. Developed by NCSoft, this isn't your typical online world. It's a massive, war-torn vision of near-future Seoul, colliding with ancient Byzantine myth. Hovering anomalies ripple in the skies, and a mysterious cosmic cataclysm looms large in every frame. Built in Unreal Engine 5, the world sprawls across 30 kilometers of seamless, ever-evolving terrain. Gameplay is fluid and responsive. Cover-based shooting, mechs roaring into battle, faction warfare, and team-driven objectives form the heart of its DNA. While comparisons to The Division might come to mind, Project LLL throws in a wild mythical twist, letting its environments and lore echo with ancient power beneath futuristic tech. This is a war fought across timelines, where every firefight feels mythic. From the ashes of civilization rises Project S, a jaw-dropping post-apocalyptic shooter from South Korea's Lionheart Studio. Running on Unreal Engine 5, this game drops you into a world crumbling beneath the weight of alien invasion and human desperation. Massive extraterrestrial beasts roam shattered skylines, and you, a lone defender, must fight back with a blend of stealth, strategy, and firepower. It's an experience that mirrors The Division in structure, but pulses with the emotional gravity of Death Stranding. You'll infiltrate ruined bunkers, engage in high-stakes battles under stormlit skies, and make choices that shape the Resistance. Though the story remains shrouded in secrecy and the mechanics are still coming into focus, the demo paints a haunting portrait of survival.
인류를 구원할 수 있는 마지막 키가 남아 있으니까. 무너진 도시에서 키를 찾고 탈출해. 이제 우리의 세상을 되찾게 될 거야.
The whimsical and wicked world of Albion returns in Fable 4, now reborn under the brilliant minds at Playground Games, the team behind Forza Horizon. Crafted in their powerhouse Forza Tech engine, this reboot channels the charm of the original trilogy while injecting it with modern beauty and satirical bite. Trailers so far are pure magic. From Richard Ayoade's hilarious turn as a massive gardening giant to Matt King's gravel-voiced mentor figure, the tone dances between fairy tale fantasy and cheeky British wit. Swordplay, spell slinging, and moral choices all return in style, letting you carve your own path through a vibrant world teeming with secrets. Though initially aimed at 2025, the launch has been nudged to 2026 to give the team time to polish every leaf and laughter-filled line.
Skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right. She was...
No one is going to stand in my way.
Prepare to bend time and reality in Tenet of the Spark, an indie action marvel from Roar Games that turns combat into a mind-warping dance across timelines. You don't just play one hero here, you control three: a fierce boxer, a raging Viking berserker, and a deadly Aztec warrior, shifting between them in real time like a conductor of chaos. Each timeline alters physics, terrain, and enemy behavior, creating a fluid ballet of strategy, puzzle solving, and pure cinematic beatdowns. Chaining combos across eras becomes an art form, with each warrior's style crashing into the next for devastating results. Visually, it's a whirlwind of culture and chaos. Glowing glyphs, ancient battlegrounds, and pulse-pounding effects erupt across the screen.
Timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Look, psh, psh, psh. Watch the hook, watch the hook.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and
The mischievous Goblin Thief is back, and this time, Styx isn't sneaking alone. Styx Blades of Greed marks a daring return for Cyanide Studios' cult favorite anti-hero, now leading his own crew aboard a creaking Zeppelin on a quest for the rare and powerful quartz. Built upon the series' beloved stealth mechanics, this third entry dials things up with expansive vertical open-world zones, including towering fortresses, a chaotic orc village, and crumbling elven ruins. But Styx has new tricks up his sleeve. From cloning and invisibility to mind control and time manipulation, the tools of thievery have never felt more creative. You'll craft weapons and potions, plan elaborate heists, and slip through enemy ranks like a whisper in the night. Dark fantasy blends with gritty infiltration, all wrapped in that signature goblin humor.
Keep them coming! I got him! Just remember, kids, it's not about doing it. It's about getting away with it.
Step into a sweeping fantasy adventure where emotion runs as deep as the magic. Echoes of the End from Icelandic studio Myrkur Games and Deep Silver introduces us to Rin, a vestige bound to unstable, reality-warping magic, on a mission to rescue her brother from an empire choking the world in shadows. With scholar warrior Abram Finley at her side, Rin navigates a realm inspired by Iceland's raw, breathtaking landscapes, from searing lava fields to snowy peaks and hidden ruins. The gameplay flows with graceful combat, elemental spells, double jumps, and puzzle solving that relies on your bond with your companion. Each chapter is handcrafted with cinematic care, layering story, exploration, and action into an emotional journey that feels both intimate and epic. The visuals are lush, the animation seamless, and the world steeped in lore. A vision wrapped in mysticism and sci-fi spectacle, Project 5 is the next atmospheric offering from Mintrocket, a Nexon subsidiary known for its visual ambition. Created in Unreal Engine 5, this game melds the ancient world of Joseon-era Korea with sleek futuristic design, crafting a hauntingly beautiful contrast of myth and machine. In its mysterious demo, we glimpse ritualistic magic, towering enemies, and sprawling, detailed environments that glow with an ethereal light. It's all about tone, heavy shadows, ornate architecture, and a blend of traditional and technological that feels deeply unique. While gameplay remains a mystery and release platforms or dates haven't been locked in, the project already exudes style and cinematic gravitas. Project 5 isn't just teasing a new game, it's teasing an entire world waiting to unfold. From the creators of Warframe comes a spiritual successor that trades space opera for mythic fantasy. Soulframe, now in its closed alpha preludes phase, invites players into a mystical world inspired by Skyrim's sweeping landscapes and Bloodborne's haunting atmosphere. Here, combat is grounded and brutal, a blend of melee finesse, stealth, and wild arcane abilities. You'll switch classes and unlock new forms mid-battle, summon magical beasts, and even fight a three-headed bear straight out of a nightmare. Quirky companions like the adorable Floppet bring levity, while gothic ruins and nature-cloaked dungeons keep the tension high. Though originally aiming for a 2025 release, developers now admit that's a lofty goal. The full launch may stretch into 2026 as new features like factions and a wolf pup companion continue rolling into the alpha.
Floppet! Floppet! To Webbitwood we go!
Developed and published by Frogwares, this sequel shifts deeper into full-scale Lovecraftian horror with an immersive survival horror experience set in a flooded 1920s Arkham. The game leans into exploration, combat, and a fluid optional investigation system where rising water levels reshape the environment dynamically. Think semi-open world horror, drenched in cosmic dread and investigative dread. Frogwares has kickstarted its campaign in March 2025. A beautifully stylized anime-inspired action RPG set in the Victorian-esque city of Silvernia, powered by Unreal Engine 5. You step into the shoes of a detective investigating corruption surrounding a mysterious element called Silverium. Expect agility mechanics, aerial combat, stealth sections, QTE combos, and the ability to switch party members on the fly. The tone is gothic fairy tale meets industrial world building with social mystery woven into exploration. While official sites show pre-registration for PC and mobile console versions, including PS5 and Xbox Series X/S, have been publicly acknowledged, even though they aren't live on the pre-registration portal yet. Release date remains unannounced and expected later, possibly in 2026 given feature scope and visuals. Pre-registration is currently open.
Where everything ends! Admit it! You don't know what it takes to be the bad guy. I already knew none of us could escape fate. Unless...
This action-adventure from Hong Kong studio, Well Link leans heavily into cinematic spectacle and Unreal Engine 5-powered visuals. An 18-minute gameplay reveal emphasizes its Tomb Raider-like exploration, high-octane gunplay, and John Wick-style combat sequences delivered with real-time cloud rendering. The approach removes hardware limitations, meaning all you need is a reliable internet connection to access full 4K resolution and seamless frame rates. The demo suggests a roughly 12-hour narrative journey filled with atmospheric level design, puzzle sequences, traversal across caves and ruins, and stylish action set pieces. Visuals are its standout feature. Almost photorealistic environments, fluid cinematics, and impressive lighting effects despite being run from the cloud. Sucker Punch's standalone sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, releasing October 2nd, 2025, exclusively for PlayStation 5. Set over 300 years later in 1603 Hokkaido, you play as Atsu, a vengeful Ronin targeting the Yotei 6, across an open world inspired by the rugged beauty of Mount Yotei. Returning Kurosawa mode, black and white visuals and Japanese dialogue, plus creative new presentation options. A gritty Miike mode and a relaxed Lofi, Watanabe-styled mode for exploration. Gameplay offers freedom to tackle missions in any order and use a wide arsenal. Dual katanas, odachi, kusarigama, occasional firearms. You can complete the game using just a single weapon type if you prefer. It emphasizes player choice. Other new features include a shamisen-based musical system that guides discovery, quick armor loadouts, and a die system for outfit customization.
They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map.
CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 4, codenamed Polaris, firmly puts Ciri in the driver's seat as the main character, pushing the story forward into a post-Geralt era and kicking off a brand new trilogy built in Unreal Engine 5. The cinematic reveal premiered at the Game Awards 2024, followed by an Unreal Fest demo showing real-time visuals running at 60 frames per second on a PlayStation 5, with ray tracing and stunning fidelity in the region of Kavir. Developers shifted fully into production around late 2024, enlisting over 400 people, and as of March 2025, the CFO confirmed the game won't launch before the end of 2026, so tentatively expected in 2027 or beyond. Platforms confirmed are PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X/S, with development console first to avoid legacy launch issues.
Welcome to Valgrest. So Valgrest is a port town, a hub for fishing, poor gentlemen being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper. That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
And there is tons of tech to play here, even in a simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos...
NetEase and its 24 Entertainment Linen studio unveiled Blood Message in June 2025 as the company's first AAA single-player action-adventure, developed with Unreal Engine 5. You control a nameless messenger and his young son during a realistic, emotional journey spanning roughly 1,000 miles across Tang Dynasty China, navigating deserts, wilderness, and hostile terrain to deliver a critical message during a rebellion. The game blends brutal survival combat, stealth sequences, and cinematic presentation grounded in historical settings, aiming for high-quality narrative-driven experiences. Confirmed for PC and unspecified consoles, but no specific launch date has been announced yet, though speculation mentions a possible 2026 release or later, with some community voices even expecting 2027 at the earliest.
如果神不肯拯救我们的部族，那就让我来。
Developed by Qubit Studios and published by Epic Games Publishing, Infinitesimals is a stylized sci-fi action-adventure where you play Captain Ocni Rellenrake, a tiny alien stranded on a mysterious planet full of massive flora, cavernous ruins, and lethal mechanical sentinels called Hunter-Gatherers. Gameplay features jetpack traversal, vehicle travel, stealth combat, and a character-driven story about reuniting a scattered alien squadron against overwhelming odds. Confirmed for PC, PS5, and Xbox, and scheduled for release in 2026, though the exact date is still pending. From Mundfish, set in the Atomic Heart universe, The Cube is a multiplayer RPG shooter centered around a massive floating cube whose rows and faces rotate, constantly reshaping the world. This leads to shifting gravity, environmental surprises, and dynamic combat scenarios. The game features deep progression, character builds, bosses, and exploration across diverse biomes. It's built with a proprietary split rendering system to manage millions of moving objects and real-time physics. The Cube is confirmed for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox, though no release date has been shared yet. Next-gen overhaul of Archie Age, previously known as Archie Age 2, developed by XL Games and Kakao Games using Unreal Engine 5. This version strips away heavy PvP mechanics, placing emphasis on cooperative missions, exploration, and single-player content. While it was initially aimed for 2025, Kakao Games has officially delayed the release to calendar year 2026, with a global closed beta planned for Q3 2025 or later. The game will launch on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X/S under a buy-to-play model without major pay-to-win systems.
Prove yourself. If you survive this trial, perhaps.
Developed by Chrono Studio and published by Kakao Games, this ambitious MMORPG combines time manipulation mechanics with a fractured open world called Cetera and action-oriented combat. The first PC closed beta ran from June 20th to 22nd, 2025, attracting significant participation. While an end of 2025 launch was originally planned, developers have acknowledged delays and are actively overhauling many systems based on beta feedback. Although the goal remains Q4 2025, some reports suggest a potential slip into 2026. Launch platforms are confirmed as PC, PS5, and Xbox.
Living nor dead. Yet what then of those who deigned to turn back the hands of fate? To save what remains of our broken world.